Friday night will be a special night for this man right here, Kip Bouknight, former South Carolina pitcher in 2000 Golden Spikes winner. Kip, I've known you for the last couple of years, and I am beyond happy for you from a personal standpoint. But there's so many people out there that remember what you did for South Carolina. You've continued to be part of this community. You call baseball games for USC. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are excited for you tonight. What does this moment mean for both you and your family?
Gosh, Mike, yeah, man, I've certainly gotten really enjoy getting to know you over the years. You've always been great to me, and appreciate all the work you do for South Carolina and their athletics, and keeping everybody abreast of what's going on. And you do a wonderful job, man. And yeah, this is it's really hard to put into words. I'm just so honored and blessed, and it's something for me that I'd be lying if I said I never thought about it. I have thought about it, but there are so many other players, and Bobby Richardson, a former coach and big leaguer and Hall of Famer, and that you think of, and it's just I just hope that they keep it rolling a little bit and keep retiring some jerseys. Obviously, the things that come to my mind first are my teammates. I mean, my former teammates. A lot of them will be there tonight, and without them, it's not possible. There's just no way. I mean, I said this yesterday in an interview. I don't know if there's a South Carolina pitcher that ever had better shortstops in their career. I had Adam Everett, Brian Roberts, and Drew Meyer. So I think that's enough said. Those guys are obviously were special in college and special in the big leagues as well.
Is it surreal to believe that not only are you the third Gamecock to have your jersey? I want to make sure I get it right because, this whole thing that South Carolina does, jersey, not the number. Uh, Having the jersey retired, is it surreal to know that you're the third Gamecock to have that happen from a baseball standpoint and just the second player joining Earl Bass?
Yes, it is. It's amazing. I think back to at the time when I was in college. We were a very very close knit bunch, very close knit team, and we played for the name on the front of our jersey, not the back. And Michael Jordan said it best: individual accolades come when your team is successful. And I have no doubts that there's no way this is possible for me if I didn't have great teammates. They were I mean they were awesome. I mean I think back to that junior year I had when I was 17-1, and we never lost 3-2. It's I wasn't perfect. We if I gave up 4, we scored 5. I mean it was just it was amazing. But to be for me, one of the things that I really hope that the fans are able to do is when they see my name out there, I want them to think about the turnaround of South Carolina and what Ray Tanner and our program was able to do in those 1998 to 2001, where we got South Carolina back going in the right direction, and then boom, 02, 03, 04, they go to the College World Series. So my hope is that I know for me personally, when I look at Earl Bass's, I think of all the former teammates that Earl Bass had and all the great names that he played with. The Hank Smalls, the Tim Lewises, just so many great names of South Carolina baseball. So, I think it's going to be pretty neat for the fans to be able to go, oh yeah, it wasn't that. Remember who was this catcher? Oh, that was Brandon Packett's junior year. I mean, they're going to be able to relate back to that era. So again, it's a special moment for me. I mean, I'm just so honored and blessed that my wife of 20 plus years and my kids are now 9 and 11. My mom and dad, in-laws will be there, brother-in-law. I mean, I've got over 120 something tickets I've had to try to get. And it's been quite a week of preparation, but I just hope I can hold it all together because it's going to be a special moment.
Being able to have your jersey retired, when you're in the moment, when you're playing, even when you win that award, the Golden Spikes Award, I'm sure not then you weren't thinking, okay, maybe I'll have my jersey retired, because obviously this wasn't something that South Carolina started to do from a baseball standpoint until a couple of years ago. When did it really start to sink in, hey, you know what, that'd be pretty neat. That'd be pretty neat to be out there. Or was this something that you weren't thinking of directly? There's been other things, I'm sure, with the South Carolina athletics, but having that jersey out there.
Probably my youngest son Sumter and my oldest son Case. They've asked me before. They're like, well, "Dad, where's your name? Why aren't you out there? I thought you said you were pretty good." So they continue to keep me grounded and bust my chops a little bit. So I don't know. Again, it's gosh, I mean, you could make an argument for 4, 5, 6, 7 other guys easily that deserve to have their name and their jersey retired. I mean, I'm just truly honored and blessed. I just, it's really hard to put into words what it means to me. I eat, sleep, and drink South Carolina, Mike. You know that. The Gamecock fans, I think, know that. What Coach Tanner meant to me and still means to me is irreplaceable. It's it's going to be a special, special moment. And my hope is that we continue, and I say we, the South Carolina baseball program, we continue to honor and add a lot more names out there on that wall, because I think it's wonderful for the history. I think it's wonderful for the current players. I think it's great for them to be able to look out and go, you know what? I want my name out there one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it makes Founders Park look more like, okay, we're coming to South Carolina. This is a tradition. You see all the regional appearances, the super regional appearances, the national championships. All those things are certainly, obviously, very, very important. But to see names out there, I mean, I don't want to name names because I know I'll get in trouble, but I mean, there's so many names that need to be out there. And again, just truly honored and blessed, and thank the Lord and above for this being coming to fruition.
Well, it can kind of be like Yankee Stadium with Monument Park, with a number of talented players that South Carolina has been able to produce. And, Kip, you had a tremendous college career, but I think you would admit as well, winning that Golden Spike Award in 2000, which is the equivalent of winning the Heisman Trophy, that certainly puts you over the top. And I'm sure that is one of the main reasons why they're putting you out there on that outfield wall. What do you remember from that season? And how special was it when you do look back? Because I'm sure you think about it occasionally, especially once baseball season rolls around each year.
Yeah, the thing for me that I think about was just how much our team loved to play the game, how much we loved practice. Well, I can remember probably more practices and memories I have in practice than I do the actual games, because I mean, we got after it. I mean, we gave Coach Tanner so much heck, and just had so much fun. And it eerily reminds me of this season of what South Carolina baseball is doing right now. They are just having a blast playing the game, sometimes being a little bit overboard potentially with some of their antics, but Mark Kingston is just letting them go out there and play. And they've got a very, very talented club. They love playing the game, and it is just it's truly, truly fun to watch them. Now, they're very, very talented as well. They're very deep in the pitching staff. They're hitting extremely well, but they just love to play the game. I mean, I had a chance the other day. My kids have been getting hitting lessons from Wingo ever since he came back here, and we went on the field the other night, and they were taking BP and throwing off the mound and taking ground balls. And I was talking to Jack Mahoney, and he was just talking about how special this team is, and how he's just having so much fun, and they love each other, and everybody feels like they're a part of the team. And whether they play every day or there's a guy that's a bench warmer, every single player has a role, and they make up roles, and they just have fun with each other. And that's what I think back to that year in 2000. I mean, we were 50-6 in the regular season, Mike. I mean, that's just hard. And we had 2 20-plus game winning streaks. I mean, it was incredible. We just we just figured out a way to win, and we love doing it. And I've seen a lot of similarities this year in this baseball club, and I'm on cloud nine. I'm so again thankful that this is happening for me and my family, but I'm so happy that it's a year where South Carolina baseball is back, and I'm just going to be forever grateful for this.
You mentioned being on cloud nine. I know there'll be a little ceremony that'll be off to the side before it comes onto the field, and then the fans will be able to see you and all that stuff that will take place. What are you looking forward to the most later tonight?
Whew, um, I think it again. It's going to be extremely difficult for me to control my emotions. Mike, I'm showing my age. I know you're way younger and you don't remember the old Kip Bouknight when he pitched, but I was a very emotional pitcher, and it's going to be tough for me to keep it in. I think the thing I'm most looking forward to is Sumter and Case, my two boys are going to be throwing out the first pitch before I do. So I'm really really excited for them to be able to share that moment with me, and it's going to be extremely special.
Oh, Kip Buckneck, we appreciate you joining us. Best of luck tonight. And I say best of luck because I'm trying to contain those emotions, but just let them out. You deserve it, buddy. Just the
All right.
third Gamecock baseball player / coach that has ever been in a situation like this where they'll have their jersey retired, joining Earl Bass and then, of course, Ray Tanner. Kip, once again, congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, Mike. Great to see you, buddy. Take care.